Hey guys, today we're on page 129. We are doing the module review. So you should go ahead and do your workbook part before you watch the video. So pause the video, do 1 through 12, and then come back to it. I will give you a hint, number 10 has 2 answers. So go ahead and write 2 beside of number 10. And number 11 has 3 answers. So go do the workbook pages, do as many as you can, and then come back and watch the video, okay? All right, so now you should have already filled in your answers and you're watching the video to check yourself. So number 1, it says, so you're using vocabulary. The blank is a method of multiplying in which the ones, tens, hundreds, and so on are multiplied separately, and then the products are added together. This is partial products. So partial products, we use distributive property to break the numbers down. So partial products make it easier to look at them as ones, tens, hundreds, and multiply them and add them together. Number 1 is partial products. Question number 2. Blank is a special set of rules which gives the order in which calculations are done. This is the order of operations. And we call this PEMDAS. Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. Order of operations. All right, number 3. An oak tree in the park is 85 feet tall. Julie reads about some trees that can grow to be 3 times as tall as the oak tree. How tall would those trees be? So 3 times 85. Tell what strategy or tool you will use to find the question, explain your choice, and then find the answer. So let's do this. We're going to do expanded form. So we're going to use partial products. So the strategy is partial products. And you could have drawn multiplication, the module, the area model, or you could have done expanded form. I'm going to do expanded form for this one. So we're going to use number 85 times 3. So we're doing 85 times 3. I want to break it up as an 80 plus 5. So I'm going to say 80 times 3 plus 5 times 3. So let's solve this. We know that 80 times 3, our basic fact is 8 times 3. So 8 times 3 is 24, plus we add the 0, so it's 240. And 5 times 3 is 15, that's the basic fact. And then we're going to add. So over here I'm going to add 240 plus 15. 5 plus 0 is 5, 4 plus 1 is 5, 2. So the tree is 3 times taller than 85, so the tree is 255 feet tall, 255 feet. Number 4, it says draw an area model to represent the product. I'm going to make this a little bit bigger so it's easier for you to see. So we're going to draw area model. These are my favorite. If you were in class, we would be drawing these on whiteboards. I love doing these. So we're going to do an area model that is 4 times 12. So I'm going to break 12 apart, and I'm going to choose 10 and 2. So I'm going to come down and do, let's see right here. We'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's 4 down, and we want to go 12 across. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I'm going to make a line. That's 12 blocks across. So I've got my large rectangle, but I want to break it down as 10 and 2 because of 12. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This is going to be 10. This is going to be 2. Alright, so 10 and 2. So now we can multiply. We have 4 times 10 is 40. So if we counted, there'd be 40 blocks in here. And 4 times 2 is 8. So 40 plus 8, your answer is 48. And some of you already knew that 4 times 12 is 48. That's a basic fact. Number 5, 4 times 13, draw a quick picture. They wanted you to draw it as base 10. Maybe you drew the area model like this. If you drew an area model, that's fine. You could have done 4. You could have done it like this. You could have done 10 and 3. You could have solved it like that. They were asking for you to do 13, so 10, 11, 12, 13, 10, 11, 12, 13, and we're supposed to do 4 of them, so 10, 11, 12, 13, 10, 11, 12, 13. So we can add up all of our ones. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 ones. Our 10s, 10, 20, 30, 40. So if you have 4 10s, that's 40. So we can add them together. 40 plus 12 is 52. We can solve right here. 4 times 10 is 40. 4 times 3 is 12. 40 plus 12 is 52. If you could also look at number 4, say 4 times 12 is 48, plus another 12, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52. You may have solved it that way, but they did want you to draw some type of picture. All right, on the next page, so for 6, 7, and 8, it says draw a quick picture to show the product. And again, you could have done the area models, or you could have done, they wanted you, in my book, they drew base 10 blocks. So we can do 3 times 24. So 24 would be 2 10s, 1, 2, 3, 4 1s. Another 2 10s, 10, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Another one, 10, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. And they didn't ask for the answer. We could easily solve for it. So 4 times 3 is 12. And then 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. 60 plus 12 is 72 if you solve for it. 2 times 111. So 100 is our flat. So 100 plus 110. 100 plus 110 plus 1 1. So let's draw another 100 plus 110 plus 1 1. We can add this together. That's 200s. So 200 plus 20 plus 2. You should have 222. Number 8, if we're going to draw base 10s of 43, so we have 2 sets, 2 groups of 43. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 41, 42, 43. Another set, 10, 20, 30, 40, 41, 42, 43. We can add them together. We have 6 ones, so that's easy. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 10s. 8 10s is 80. Add it up, we get 86 if you were solving. They did just ask us to draw the picture, so if you didn't solve it, it's okay. Number 9, our plan is to drive 123 miles a day for 5 days. 123 times 5. How many miles will you drive? Use expanded form to find the product. They want us to do expanded form of a 123. So that would be 100 plus 20 plus 3. And we're going to multiply these by 5. So 100 times 5 plus 20 times 5 plus 3 times 5. And we can do the partial products and add it back together. So 100 times 5 is 500. 20 times 5 is 100, because 2 times 5 is 10 plus your 1, and 3 times 5 is 15. We'll add these together. 500 plus 100 is 600 plus 15, so it was 615 miles in the 5 days. So you should have already figured these out. Number 10, I told you there was 2 answers. If you didn't select 2 answers, then I would pause the video and find your second answer. And number 11, you should have 3 answers. So if you didn't do this, you want to pause the video and go back and finish it. All right, number 10, which correctly shows the partial products that can be used to find the answer? Select all that apply. You should have chose A, 21 times 4. So you would have said 20 times 4 plus 1 times 4. So 20 times 4 is 80, 1 times 4 is 4. Add it together, you get 84. You should have also chose C. If we did expanded form, you would have said 6 times 3,000 is 18,000. 6 times 400s is 2,400. 6 times 70 is 420, and 6 times 2 is 12. Okay, so if you broke it apart into partial products, you would have broken it apart as 3,000 plus 400 plus 70 plus 2, and multiply each one of those by 6. Number 11, which correctly shows the product, select all that apply. So you would have solved every single one of these, and you should have done 7 times 400, 7 times 60, 7 times 7, and you would have got A, 3,269. If you did B, 8 times 2,000, 8 times 100, 8 times 5, you would have gotten 16,840. And E, if you solved this correctly and broke it apart, you would have got 11,346. The other ones did not come out correctly, okay? Number 12, there are 11 markers in each of 2 jars on the table. So I'm gonna blow it up a little bit bigger. Hope you got those. If not, then go back and rewind the video. Number 12, there are 11 markers in each of 2 jars. So we're multiplying 11 times 2. There are 26 markers in the box on the shelf. How many markers are there? So guys, you might want to draw yourself a visual. If we have 2 jars, there's jar 1, jar 2, 11 markers. So that's 1, 10, 1, 1, 1, 10, 1, 1. So we get what? 11 times 2 equals 22. So we have 22 markers in jars. Then there are 26 markers in a box on the shelf. So we have 26. 2 tens, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It doesn't tell us to multiply this number, so we are just adding. This is the additive comparison. So we have multiplicative and additive. How many markers are there? So we have 22 in the jars plus 26 in the box. We add these together. 22 plus 26, 6 plus 2 is 8, 2 plus 2 is 4. How many markers are there? There were 48. You should have picked A. Guys, make sure you're studying for this. You have a test tomorrow.